This one's about puppy mills, places where people raise and breed pets, sometimes under disgusting conditions, so they can sell the animals to pet stores for profit. These puppy mills are notorious for mistreating and abusing animals. The horror of the puppy mills is everywhere. I'm here in Elko, Nevada, where the temperatures could drop down to 30, 40 below zero. And here is one of the worst cases of animal abuse I've ever witnessed. It all started when I received this tape showing the horrors of one puppy mill in the middle of the Nevada wilderness. I had to investigate for myself. I'd heard about the animals that froze to death in the bitter cold, but I wasn't prepared for the cruelty of what I saw when I actually got out there. Bob Hillman, who shot the tape that brought me out here, gave me a tour of this animal horror camp.
Okay, here we had puppies in these cages. Here again you can see they never cleaned them out. They just put more straw up on top and on top. And these little animals were supposed to live happily ever after in this kind of a situation, and the truth is they didn't. Around here you can see more dead rabbits.
Oh yeah, look at this, my God. See? We walked around the camp in the cold, just imagining what these animals must have gone through in the dead of winter. Damn. So you would just throw them in here? Just like
they either starved to death or they froze to death, and he threw them in this pile.
By the looks of it, most of them starved to death.
That's what I'm thinking. As
we toured the compound, my anger and disgust grew. We looked at the way they lived up there. I had no concept of how people could treat themselves and animals like such dirt. I went to the jail in Elko, Nevada to talk to Marilyn Evans Transu. She's awaiting trial on charges of animal neglect and abuse. She was married to a guy named Arthur Transu, the man accused of running the puppy mill. He's fled the state. I sat there for an hour while Evans told me about her medical and personal problems, how the snow kept her from rescuing those animals in the freezing winter. But I couldn't forget what I saw up there at the puppy mill. You say that you tried to get the animals help, or get people in there to help you, but yet you can't mention even one name of a person. I gotta really question if you're telling me the truth about that, on if you really cared about the animals. I don't really think that you cared about them.
Well, I did. That's your opinion and it's mine, you know.
Then why didn't you really do something about it? I think
I did. I tried to get help for him.
Any caring human being would have done something about it.
It would have been better if I'd have went up there and froze to death. Would everybody have been a lot happier then?
Here we have a litter of Boston Bull puppies, all huddled together, trying to keep warm in the depths of the winter, and died the way that they went to sleep.
It's amazing any of them lived.
How any of them lived here is totally beyond me. They came up here and they found 66 live dogs, and then I came back 10 days later and found one more live dog.
This tiny starving dog was the ultimate miracle, somehow surviving by itself after all the others had been rescued, alone in the freezing Nevada desert. I talked to Pat Martinez, who organized the rescue party that saved the animals. In spite of all the animals that died, and the ugliness and the horrors that went on out there, is there a happy ending to this?
Oh, yes. They're happy, they're fat and sassy, they're healthy. That's what I want. I want that most of all.
As I played with the surviving dogs, it was incredible how far they'd come, considering what they'd been through. Most of them had been placed in happy homes. But seeing these happy dogs made me think of the ones that weren't so lucky, and made me angry all over again. I'll be damned if people like you are going to keep on doing this kind of shit.
Well, I wasn't in it to begin with. I didn't want to do it anyway.
You're not find yourself another job, and you tell that jerk.
I have my job.
You tell Transu find himself another living.
I have my job.
Because if not, he's going to be right here with you. And I'm going to do what I can to make sure that you don't get out and that he gets in. That's my word to you, because you know why you lied to me this whole interview?
I did not lie to you.
You lied to me this whole interview, Marilyn.
I am not lying. I tried my best to get those animals out. I've never been so broken-hearted in all my life.
Well, you should have done more than you did. Pat, why is this happening with the puppy mills coming out here? Why?
Well, puppy mills would not exist if pet shops did not sell live animals. They all come from puppy mills. They all come from this filth, this inhumane treatment. Don't do it. I'll stop you.
Marilyn Evans Transu faces the judge on Friday. That judge will determine whether she'll do real time. Meanwhile, the dogs who managed to live through hell are doing great. That's one good thing that's come out of this whole mess. There's no excuse for this kind of animal abuse. It's horrible and inhumane. I've got a message to the guy who did this to these animals. We're gonna get you.